We are now in the final phase of the beef Wellington, and again this recipe is one from Gordon Ramsay, and this is where we're going to make the red wine sauce, which is olive oil. We have some beef, shallots, peppercorns, bay leaf, sprig of thyme, a little bit of red wine vinegar, a full bottle of red wine, and some beef stock. So you can see that I have that all ready. I do have 2 bottles of wine here. So one thing I have to say about the wine is that never buy cooking wine if you can avoid it. And only buy wine that you really like, because you have to eat that and the taste is going to reflect the wine. So if you like the wine, then make sure that that's what you cook with. Today we're going to use Bodacious. This has a bourbon barrel aged red blend. And then I'm going to save this for coq au vin, which I'm going to make either tomorrow or the next day. So here's all the ingredients again. Now for the beef, I chose hamburger because all we're using this for is just flavor. Once we cook it and we put all the stuff in and we let it reduce, etc. This is going to take about 2 hours, but it's so worth it because the sauce on the beef Wellington is like unbelievably good. So what I'm going to do now is, you can see that I have a Dutch oven. And if you don't have a Dutch oven, I would recommend cast iron. I've had this cast iron frying pan for about 40 years. It's like amazing. It'll never die, right? So that's what you want. Cast iron is awesome. So I can have a pretty good amount of liquid in here. That's why I'm not using the frying pan. But I can still cook the meat and everything like that in here because it is cast iron, so it's made to be fried. The other good thing about cast iron as well is that it's even heat. The whole pot gets hot, so you got to watch that you wear, you have some oven mitts or something like that when you're touching it after. Okay, so I'm just going to fry up the meat, and then I will return. So you can see the hamburger is pretty well cooked. Little stragglers in there, but yeah, so there we go. So the next thing that I'm going to do is add the shallots, which have been minced. Okay, I want to make sure I get all of those. Okay, the peppercorn, the thyme, and the bay leaf, and we're going to fry it for about 5 minutes. Okay, and then I'll come back. So now we can see, you got to stir these all the time. Shallots are very delicate. There's a very nice delicate flavor to them as well. And they have a nice aroma. So they're a little stronger than green onions, not too much, but they're much milder than a regular yellow onion or a red onion. Okay? So now the next thing is a little splash of red wine vinegar. And we're going to watch it bubble off. Here we go, splash. Okay. And again, the flavor from the red wine vinegar, you can smell it. It's just going to add a little zing, give you really, really nice flavor. Okay. So next, we have a full bottle of wine that's going to go in, and I should have taken the top off. Okay, so again, I'm using Bodacious today, which has a very nice, bourbon flavor. And we put the whole thing in. It's only a beautiful bottle of wine. You sacrifice yourself. Now, we need to boil this until the wine is quite reduced. So this is 750 mils, which is about 3 cups of wine. And we're going to have it boil. I don't want a rolling boil. I just want a nice little bloop, 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 okay, so that nothing burns. And we do that until it reduces. Reducing will get rid of the alcohol, so you don't have to worry about that. So children can still have it. But it will just enhance the flavor. It sort of makes it more dense, little liquid with all that flavor in it. So this is probably going to take a while. I'll time it and I'll let you know. I'll come back. As you can see, or maybe you can't, but it's reduced to almost about half. It's been 15 minutes so far. I don't stir it a lot, just stir it occasionally. And you notice that I'm going to have that 3 cups or 750 mils of beef stock that go in it after a while as well. Okay, so stay tuned. So now it's perfect. If you look, you can see all of the onions and such, right? So that's reduced enough. Now the next instruction is to put this, and then you bring it to a rolling boil, and then I'm going to move it to the back because my gas stove has a lower BTU back there, and then we'll leave it for an hour on simmer. Some cheesecloth, and a bowl and a strainer. So I'm going to strain that into that, and then all I have to do is taste it, see if I need some salt and pepper, and it's done. Woohoo! All right, so I'll be right back. Well, I've drained it, and you can see that that is how much that I have, which is a little under 2 cups, somewhere around that, which is way sufficient. So that, unfortunately, is no good for anything at this point. So to the compost it goes. But anyway, so last thing I'm going to do is plate the food and show you what it looks like. So I have everything ready. You can see my wine glass is ready with a pepper, so I can add salt or pepper if I need to. And I want you to see how this is cut. Now it's mine, so I'm going to use my fingers, but so you just can see that the meat is, cooked nicely actually. There's some mashed potatoes and green beans. So now I am going to just add that, almost like an au jus. And it's just amazing. So, bon appetit. Just wanted to see that I have, mixed it with a little bit of mashed potatoes. The reason why I use mashed potatoes is because you want the beef Wellington to be the star of the show. So you don't want to have anything else that's really full of spices. And, oh, amazing. So anyway, if you make this, let me know how it goes, please. Thank you.